And we are live. Hello, hello, everyone. Today, we sadly have to do an exit interview. Volt Trick was eliminated from the playoffs, and I'm here with the captain, Brian. Hi, Brian.
Hello.
How are you feeling now that your Gen 1 season has come to an end?
I've had some time to think about it. I slept on it. Um, and I'm pretty happy with everything I did. I
Mm-hmm.
just I was a little surprised how quickly it ended.
Yeah, for sure. Those matches are always so fast, and when so much is at
Yeah.
stake.
Yeah, it was just like I felt so confident and then like, oh, right, things that I just didn't even consider. So
Yeah.
it was a little eye-opening, but I had a great time.
I'm glad you had a good
Everyone played really
time.
well.
And I feel like I watched all your matches, and like there wasn't any match like the finals match. All your matches were at least pretty close, but that one was a little bit brutal.
I it it was like the perfect counter to my strategy.
Uh huh.
And I made a couple of mistakes in planning. Um, like I knew I wanted. Well, should we get into that now or?
We can, yeah, we can go. I don't have a specific plan, so.
Yeah, well, I thought I was pretty smart bringing Rain Dance on both my support Hitmonchan and my who I wanted to be like my sweeper,
Hmm.
Kabutops, because I was like, well, if I need to fake something out, um, I can do that and then set up Rain with Kabutops. But then
Hmm.
I didn't think I was like obviously so I had like a choice item on it, so I would have had to swap it out anyway. But there was really no way around that trick room. And okay, I don't think a tree should be able to alter like the plane of reality like that. It's a little crazy to me that Executor is a psychic type, but like
Yeah.
that's just a tree. I wasn't expecting the psychic all-knowing tree to get.
I feel you. I feel you. I lost to the Executor, but myself as well. But I had the good fortune to lose to it in the regular season, not in the playoffs. But
Right.
it kind of wrecked me as well. It's not something that Greenlee's team had really been utilizing up until
Right.
just the last week. But yeah, that trick room mode with Executor, she's really unlocked that.
Yeah,
So
and
now,
I decided to go full rain swift swim like speed team. So the moment I saw that trick room come out, I went, oh, and
yeah,
then
Snorlax was on the bench.
100% chance sleep attack. I was just
Yeah, yeah.
it was a perfect storm. So she did really well,
Hmm.
and I wasn't expecting that.
Well, I think Greenleaf's team all season it's been okay. You have to deal with Mewtwo, so you plan for that. Then you have to deal with
Right,
Charizard, so you plan for that. But what no one was planning for was now you also have to worry about Executor. She really found that third threat late in the season.
right, and it's been so long since I played her that
Yeah,
I was like kind of just going in with the same mindset. But yeah, she really pulled a fast one on me.
yeah, for sure. Well, we don't want to focus too much on the end. You had a really long and a really good, like a winning season. And
Yeah,
even the games you lost, I think most of them were very close. Like against Carter, I think it was pretty close. Just a couple of
yeah, I had a lot of really fun matches where it was a lot of back and forth.
yeah, for sure, for sure. And you're gonna
But
be joining in the next season, so that's
yeah,
it's not over now.
no,
It's,
I'm already brainstorming for my draft. I'm going a little paranoid or a little something,
oh
but
yeah,
we'll get through this.
yeah. Yeah, well, trust me, Carter and I have been working really hard on the write up. I'm sure everyone will have their own thoughts, but hopefully the write up helps people along a little bit. Maybe gives some ideas that they didn't have.
Yeah, I was
Who
telling Carter
knows?
if I don't get Mac Cargo on round one, I'm screwed.
Yeah, totally. Okay, great. Yeah, so we'll have to see. I think the keepers. We might do a little bit of change to the format because I didn't expect us to lose quite so many people, but it's probably going to be eight Pokemon in draft, and then 1 keeper. So we'll have 9 Pokemon teams instead of 10.
All right.
So it should be reasonably large teams as well.
So then would it be 10 rounds, and then you just skip on the round of your keeper?
Yeah. Or
And
nine
also,
nine rounds,
you're
nine
gonna be-
rounds, and you skip on the round of your keeper.
Okay, right, yeah. And also, are we going to be deciding our keepers first, or can you like decide that based on parts
So
of the draft?
because we have new players coming in, we kind of have to decide
Okay.
right away. Now, we could have the
Okay.
new players inherit technically a previous team where each new player is like, oh, now you're the new coach of this old team, and then we could have it be more dynamic, which is something I hadn't really considered because I thought we'd have new players. I didn't know if we'd have the
Right.
same number of players, so that is possible. But then it's sort of a question of how do you decide who inherits which team?
Yeah, it actually would make a pretty big difference,
Yeah.
especially with how like lopsided Gen 2 is. Like the position of certain Pokemon in your draft is really important there.
Yeah, I think that the 4th, 5th, and 5th picks in Gen 1 are like all universally better than like any 4th or 5th Gen 2 pick. So, yeah. So we'll have to see. I think what we're gonna have to do is have everyone choose their keepers first, the returning players. Then the new players will get to come in and choose from, in draft order, because they're going to be up at the top of the draft order because new players just get to go first. So in their draft order, they'll get to pick a keeper from any person's team, one after the other, and then we'll have the keepers set before draft is probably the way it's going to do.
Yeah, that's pretty fair, I think.
Yeah, because otherwise I think it's a little overwhelming as a new player also to like. You don't want new players sniping a keeper from someone else's team either, like that they were planning on keeping. So if you give them access to everything, it's overwhelming for them, and then you could have them sniping those. So we don't want that. So yeah. But yeah, that's next season. Going back to the previous season. Yeah, I have all these numbers, so I don't know if you're curious. You want to look at the numbers for your team specifically.
Yeah, I'm having trouble paying attention to you because I keep wanting to look at the numbers.
Yeah, let's dive in. Do you want to look at all the numbers for a bit, or do you want to just look at your team really quick?
Well, I'm happy to see Zapdos kind of up there. These are
number 9 in damage.
These were number 9 in damage using only 70% accuracy moves. So
oh yeah,
and Green ended up not being up. So
yeah, that really bit you at the end. I feel like you had really good luck on Hurricane all season, and then at the end, all your luck fell through.
Literally, it was like, could I have planned better? Yes, but also it was just a perfect storm.
Yeah, 16 Hurricanes, 12 Thunders on the season, a single Protect and 1 Volt Switch. Wow, nice. That's pretty good.
Pretty much. I was hurricaning it up.
Yeah.
Nidoking also did
tons of damage.
Really well. I still am a huge Nidoking believer.
That could be a keeper for next season.
More of him.
Yeah,
look how versatile he's been. He just has a lot of, with sheer force, a lot of like non-stab moves can hit pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
So he's pretty good for coverage and like flexibility.
Mm-hmm. 7 and 8, 12 assists, 13 uses. So I should specify a use means that you chose it as one of the 4, whereas an appearance means that it was one of your 6 that you brought. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and 13 KOs. The same KOs as Zapdos, even though it's a little less damage. It's the same KO count. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think I started using Nidoking as like an opener a lot more. And also I think it's just Zapdos was the Rain Team Pokemon, so I was able to use Nidoking whenever that didn't work out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I'll definitely be sharing these this Excel at some point. Once I'm gonna add some more stuff, refine it, and make sure it makes sense. But it'll come out if you're a numbers nerd like me and you want to pour over it. But yeah, let's look at
Snorlax is that high with how little I actually used it.
Yeah, 4 uses. And still manages 853 damage. My God.
When I actually brought in the Snorlax and saw what happened, I was like, oh, I should have been using that. But whatever. I like my Electrode. I like my Rain.
Yeah. No, the Rain mode was good. Snorlax is powerful. Yeah, Belly Drum you could see is the main way. Plenty of body slams, heat crashes for the rest of the damage. I mean, that's not too many uses. Properly. I think this healing number is also pretty high.
That
like,
makes sense.
If I went from healing, Snorlax is number 5 in healing, which is kind of crazy. Just with the citrus berry is what that's from.
Yeah.
It's all these citrus.
Like a couple times.
Yeah, these citrus berry users are topping the charts. The healing numbers.
Yeah.
Primeape's the only exception. That's Drain Punch. That's Drain Punch healing right there. And Vaporeon, that's leftovers healing. So.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah, but these guys.
I don't think I saw the Vaporeon.
To be at 133 after only 4 uses is also crazy. Yeah, like Snorlax's per use stats have to be pretty nuts.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I kind of wish I'd used him more, but I love him, but he's probably not my keeper, seeing as he was my first pick.
Yeah, giving up a first pick is pretty brutal.
You did good, Snorlax.
Yeah. Kabutops, also pretty good. 3 KOs only, though, which is a little less than I would have expected.
Yeah. It was, I think a lot of my concepts were good with, setup and stuff, but a lot of where it fell short was predicting other people's strategies and how those might counter mine. So definitely going into the next tournament, I'll be looking at what the other Pokemon actually do a lot more rather than just how to KO them.
Yeah. Another highlight I think for your team is this Electrode with 23 assists. That's got to be really high. I think if I sort by assists,
helping him put in the work.
It's actually not quite as high as I expected. Because you were, 22, 21? Here it is, 23. Okay, so number 10, that's still pretty high. The way assists are calculated, you gotta know this, because essentially the way it works is once a Pokemon hits the field, it's going to get an assist for every KO that happens after it hits the field, if that makes sense. So basically, the Pokemon that you lead with very often is getting tons and tons of assists for that reason. And the reason I calculate it that way is because so many Pokemon really do provide something just by being on the field. And it's too hard in the numbers to try to sort out which Pokemon do or do not provide some value just by existing. That essentially every Pokemon now gets an assist just by existing. Because if Vulpix hits the field and sets Sun, then it should get an assist for all the KOs from that point onwards. So that's why you can see Vulpix is way up here at the top because it hit the field first almost every game. So yeah, it ends up getting really high numbers there. But yeah, Electrode. Highest assists for your team. And for good reason.
Wait, am I supposed to be seeing you sort it?
Yeah.
Alright, I think maybe it's just because I'm on mobile. Let me try rejoining. Let's see. Yeah, I just see you, I think,
Maybe
what
it
you
froze.
showed Charizard on the top.
Yeah, let me... How about now?
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, so Electrode here, 23 assists.
Yeah, I mean, That Mewtwo right there. I was expecting that Mewtwo. I was expecting the Mewtwo. I was expecting the Charizard. I was not expecting a Parasect and a tree, a bug in a tree, to take down a legendary. But yeah, I was like, honestly, I think a lot of my team was pretty well used. Like I think I used, because I never used Fearow, I never used Ivysaur, so I used 8 out of 10 of my Pokemon, and I think pretty much all of them had at least like one good moment. So I was able to get value out of everything I used.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean, I don't see a situation where you ever use Fearow, to be totally honest, but I think you could have done Ivysaur in like, you could have used Ivysaur basically the same way that Parasect was used against you, by using Trick Room and then using Sleep Powder. And
true.
That could have been a thing. It wouldn't have been as good as Parasect. Parasect definitely fills that role better than Ivysaur does, but it's similar. It's similar. Yeah.
And I think I was a little scared of Trick Room because since it's a negative priority move, I think I was just so unfamiliar with things like Fake Out or like speed control that I was a little wary to try to set something up that hard. But I definitely feel a lot more comfortable with like round starts. That was a lot scarier in the first couple weeks.
Yeah, it can be intimidating to try to do Trick Room stuff. It's not only hard to set up, it can be hard to set up. It's also, it puts you on like a bit of a timer where you want to make sure you get a lot done in those 4 turns.
Right.
And so if the enemy's good at stalling, like using things like Protect or maybe a defensive switch here or there, it can be dangerous. I mean, like, Parasect can come... It was used in your match sort of much more offensively, but if you were trying to set Trick Room, Parasect can also be like anti-Trick Room into you, right? Because it puts you to sleep during your Trick Room and then wastes your whole Trick Room turns, and now it's like, oh, well, I set this Trick Room for nothing.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. I will remember this.
Yeah, safety goggles, makes you immune to all those sleep moves. So another thing to lesson for next season.
Statuses are a lot more important and competitive than they are in single player.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, cool. I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to chat with you about. Is there any other things you want to say, numbers you want to check out on the chart or anything like that?
There's a ton of Electro web. There were a couple of games where my Electro just stayed alive and I was just slowing down.
You did many moves.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss my team for sure. I've actually gotten quite attached to them more than I thought I would. But I'm excited to get a new team and start, figuring out. It seems like there's a lot more. Like, see all the newer options that are kind of introduced with the Gen 2 Pokemon and how the meta sort of shifts. But I'm also excited to read the write-up, since now it'll be like about half as overwhelming as it was the first time, so I can actually maintain some of the information in my brain. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there'll be more time to read it. Hopefully, we're pretty close to getting it done. I know I've done all my half of it. I think Carter has like less than 10 Pokemon left to finish writing. I want to say it's closer to like 5. So when he finishes up the writing, I'll read it over once. Although I've been reading it as he writes it, so I don't think there's anything we won't need much editing. But we'll do like a once over, and then post that out, and then should have a tier list to follow that. That's kind of what I'm most excited for right now, is making the Gen 2 tier list. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Did you say you were gonna release that after the draft?
The tier list?
The tier list? or is that going to be up before the draft as well?
No, I'll do the Pokemon tier list. We'll do the Pokemon tier list before the draft. We'll do it as soon as possible. Like, I'm hoping by the end of the, like, if not this week, like next week, before the playoffs are finished for Gen 1. So we'll have that all out, and then the playoffs will finish out, and you know, then there'll be a 2-week break. So it'll be plenty of time to review all the Gen 2 stuff going into the season. And we'll probably have keepers chosen ideally like at least a week before the draft starts as well. So yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good. It's have we posted there's no draft order, right?
No, not yet, because it'll be determined based on sort of the results of this season. So like the winner, the number one team, whoever wins this season will go last. Have the last pick in the draft. So the new players will be the new players will be picks 1, 2, and 3, and then like the lowest ranked player outside of that will be pick 4, and then all the way up to the highest player being the last pick overall. Which, I mean, I don't know if that's really. We could, you know, there's. I've been back and forth with Carter, like on, you know, like I don't know the last pick is actually the worst.
It's not. I wasn't gonna say it, but it's not.
Yeah, it might not be. So what we might do is let people.
That's the worst pick.
What we might do instead is let people actually choose their position from all the available positions based on rank. So like if you are last place, then you get first pick on, do you want pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8, and you can choose.
That's pretty fair, I think.
Yeah, so that way first place will get whatever no one else wants. So that would probably be a better way to do it. So we might end up just doing that. It would be hard
to like if we go off like the middle is the worst. It would be hard to sort based on that fairly. So that way it's not on you.
Yeah.
They picked their stuff.
Yeah, this way it's everyone gets to choose, so it's not just me arbitrarily deciding something. The only tough part is that it's more communication. I have to, hound everyone for what slot they want, but, it is what it is. I did want to ask, I forgot, there is one question I wanted to ask, as the rest of the playoffs go on, are you going to be watching? Are you planning to keep up?
Yeah, I haven't watched Jake's match yet, yours and Jake's match, but I will.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that there was some taunting involved.
There was, yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely excited to see, the highest caliber of Pokemon gameplay that's coming out of this tournament in the finals.
Yeah, of course.
I'll be in the crowd watching, for sure.
Yeah, and the plan for the final is a best of 5 instead of a best of 3, so it should be a little bit of a longer one. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fun. That's like, that would scare me. But I'm not doing that.
Yeah, it is gonna be the match meta that develops will be crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll definitely be tuning into that. That'll be fun.
Yeah. Is there a team that you're gonna be pulling for, or do you have any like predictions? I guess who are you rooting for and who are you predicting? I guess.
Let's see. Okay, wait. So who is it? Just me and Jake that are out right now, or is there anyone else?
As of right now, yes, because other people haven't played. James and Noah are playing in about a half an hour at 6, so I'm going to be doing live coverage of that very soon. And then Carter and Noah don't have their match scheduled yet, so we'll see.
Carter and Nolan. I don't remember.
I can pull up the bracket.
James screwed me over so hard in the regular. I'm gonna cheer for James because with how bad he beat me, I want him to be no, I want him to win the whole thing because then I'll feel better about it.
Hmm. Yeah, I think he could do it. I think he definitely could. If he wins tonight in 30 minutes, then he'll be facing me in round 2. So I'm hoping he loses tonight because I don't want to play against him. I think I'd rather play against Windows Live Essentials than the Backfire Bash. But yeah,
we'll see if he can, if someone will prevail over the family.
Yeah, that's true. If anyone can make it to the end, take out the Martins. I think James has the highest odds. I would have said I think you had the highest odds or close to it until but unfortunately it didn't work out.
I'm coming for you, season 2. So
yeah, season 2 for sure.
Yeah, I'll totally be watching. I'm excited.
Alrighty, sounds good. I hope you enjoy. And hopefully I can do some live casting. I'm still upset I couldn't live cast your match. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if there was a way to share it like mid game. I didn't want to spend time looking, but
yeah, no, that's totally fair. I'm sorry for bothering you mid match.
It's fine. All my Pokemon were asleep. I wasn't doing much.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hopefully I can watch it live.
I had James and Noah add me to their friends list on Showdown and go into the settings and choose the setting that allows friends to see private matches. There's a setting that's like, my friends can see my private matches. So they're on my friends list and they have that setting on, so I should be able to see them this time. I don't know why.
Never has any glitches or issues, does it?
Yeah, no. It's free and community run, so you can't expect too much of it, but yeah. I think I know that in the past Greenlee didn't make a password. She just put in her name every time because you don't have to set up your password. You can just put in a name, and if it's not taken, you just get it. And I don't know if maybe when you set a password and it creates an actual account for you, that enables you to do those private matches, that if you don't do that, all your matches are public by default. So it's possible that in the past when I was watching matches, people didn't have passwords set up, and then because of that I was able to just join. But because you and Greenlee both had actual accounts with passwords, it was no, this is a private match and you can't see. So I'm gonna have to.
I'm gonna check my my settings when I get home. Just see if that is available.
Okay, yeah. So I'll have to.
I think you added me as a friend, right? I
yes.
think Jake was on the computer, so I think he added you as a friend. But okay, cool.
Yeah. So I'll have to in the future. I'll be making sure I add everyone as friends if they have accounts. I'll probably just ask people that. Ideally, if they make an account. But
yeah, it doesn't take long.
Yeah.
So.
But then again, I know Carter watched me and Greenlee's match last week, and I think she already had an account at that point. So I don't know. It could just be messed up. But
yeah.
Or they could have changed it. They could have just published an update that made matches private by default when they weren't before. So who knows?
Sounds like the exact kind of thing that would happen. So
yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, anyway, thanks so much for coming on. Thanks so much for playing. I'm looking forward to having you again in the next season. Hope you enjoy watching the rest of the playoffs, and checking out some of these numbers later. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool doing this whole process. I learned so much. So yeah, excited to keep training and keep leveling up.
All right, great.
Be the best Pokemon trainer I can be.
You got to be the best, very best, like no one ever was.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thanks, Brian. Good to have you. I'm gonna wrap things up here. Any final words?
I think we've about said it all. I had a really great time. Can't wait for I guess I'll see the audience back on the draft day. So.
All right. And